Felicity from GetYourRockOut, and I'm here chatting to a couple of the guys from Colour of Noise. How are you today?
We're very
Absolutely
well.
awesome.
We are
today.
very well. We're connected, so but I know that we're both very well.
We're connected, like a finely tuned voice.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful analogy right there. I like it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start crying. So just...
I could. My sister and her best friend always pretend to have a telepathic connection, and so you say to them, okay, then you have to name like a breed of dog, and then they both pretend to name the same breed of dog. I mean, they get it wrong. I would say 95% of the time, but I feel like that could be fun to try with you guys a bit later.
Let's do it.
You should. I think I'm tuned in. I think we're dropping glasses. I'm tuned in here.
All right, then. In that case, I think if you guys could name a European capital city on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Paris. Right.
No way did that actually work.
That's actually a bit strange.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
You know what?
We'll try the dog one now.
No editing.
Do you want the dogs as well? All right then. On the count of 3, name a breed of dog. 1, 2, 3.
Collie. Aren't they the same thing though?
I don't know. Labrador's a Labrador.
You know what?
Collie's a Collie. That's why they're called different things.
You know the Yorkshire one.
I kind of feel as though we should have left it on a high
It's
note.
different things. Otherwise, everything would be like a mouse.
Not in my world.
You pick up the mouse. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I think
Hello,
we'll forget
mouse.
that one didn't happen.
Go back to Paris.
Yeah,
Cut the story.
Paris. You know what? Paris was amazing. I'm impressed with that telepathy right there.
Yeah, we
So,
like that.
have you guys enjoyed downloads since you've been here?
Very, very much so. We got here very early in the morning, which was tough, but we got here and then we hung around for a long time, which is what you do when you're in a band. People think that you play music and stuff, but you don't. You just kind of hang
wait.
around.
Yeah.
So we
Although it's
waited.
pouring with rain now, it was very
It was
sunny
glorious.
this
Yeah,
morning.
no, it was lovely this morning. And we all had our bikinis on, and then we played earlier on. We played at stage 4, which was really good. We had a full tent, which was amazing. We're really happy. I mean, we would have enjoyed it if there was nobody there, but it was amazing.
Better when it's full, right?
Yeah.
And now we've just been hanging out and doing bits and pieces, have a look around, eat some stuff, look at some stuff, listen to some stuff.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it. And so were you happy with the kind of response that you had today?
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, it's a very new band, so we didn't expect to have a full tent, and very responsive as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're like a baby horse or baby lamb, when they're born and they have like slightly legs that don't quite know where they're supposed to go. That's kind of where we are. So it's nice that
I
people
like
can
that.
Feeding.
So,
Yeah.
Like a little ball
Like a
going
baby deer,
on.
exactly.
Yeah. You can kind of see them. It's like baby goats. Have you ever seen baby goats trying to walk?
Yeah.
They get so confused because they can jump and they're just like, what's happening?
There you go. It's kind of like that.
It's a bit like us at the
Yeah, we're
hotel.
like a baby
getting
girl.
up this morning.
Exactly.
Hey!
Brilliant. And I mean, you guys are no strangers to the industry at all. But you've done like the kind of whole pledge music thing going on for this. And how have you found that whole experience so far?
It's awesome. Pledge is an awesome thing. You don't have to. We didn't want to get involved in a record company situation. We wanted to have a bit more control over what we were doing, especially for this first album. Who knows what will happen later on? And everyone can get involved, and it's easy for people to get involved. When you say,
Yeah, well, people need to come and be part of our family. We're starting a family. It's going to be a really big family, but we're starting it small, and so everybody can come and get involved and feel part of something and help us to make a record that'll hopefully they will come and see live and they'll love it, and then they'll pay some more money, and then we'll make another record, and then so slowly it will build itself like that. That's the idea.
And it's really nice that it's worked so well. I mean, I don't know. It's a difficult one and it's the hardest is when when it's a new band and you're doing something like Pledge. But I think from the amount of support that you guys must already have had from people knowing you beforehand,
Well, we're doing fine. We're moving slower than maybe bands that have a bigger fan base, but we figure that if we keep playing and we keep doing what we're doing, then we'll get there. We'll get where we need to be.
Well, I think the fact that you're playing download is yeah.
It's on
our
track
third
at the
gig.
moment,
It's our
isn't it?
third gig, so it's
not a bad third gig to have, really. is
Pretty
it?
crazy.
Yeah. And you've got some dates with Thunder coming up as well, like European dates. That's going to be fantastic.
We're off tomorrow to Germany with Thunder. I'm really looking forward to it because I missed them on Friday because I wanted to see them. I haven't seen them for ages either, so
They're
I'm looking forward to
so
seeing them.
good at the moment. So good.
Yeah. And Danny's been helping us out as well. He's sort of involved in the Colour of Noise world, which is nice. So.
Always a good man to have on your side.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, he was doing a panel at RockCom, this music conference, earlier this week, actually. It was just amazing. Just, it's when you kind of come across somebody that's got their head so screwed on,
He knows his
it's
stuff.
great.
Yeah, he knows his stuff, and he's a great vocalist. So
Yeah, so much so.
proper singer.
He's still a great vocalist. In fact, the first time that I ever set foot here, when I was a teenager, the first person I saw was him because Thunder were opening I think it was 1990, and I came in as a little teen, and I was just like, who's that guy singing? He sounds like Paul Rodgers on steroids.
Wow.
And he still does.
And oddly enough, my first ever Download Festival, they were one of the first bands I saw as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like my little sister had been a huge fan, and she was like, we have to go and see them, and I was like, all right, yeah. And I was just like, holy, they're good.
There's not many bands you go and see that actually live up to it, so that's good.
No, there really aren't. And they toured, I can't remember who they toured with last year, but it was like a massive 3-band bill, and they were opening. And they were the best.
Whitesnake, Def Leppard,
Whitesnake, yeah, and Foreigner maybe.
Oh, okay.
No, FM. Yeah, I think it was FM and somebody else, and Journey. That's the one. But they absolutely wiped the floor with everybody, which is some doing.
Good for them. No, good for them.
Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of Thunder love.
Yeah, all the Thunder love in the world. So yeah, and you've also got Steelhouse coming up later this year, which is going to be great as well.
Right, yeah.
And no more gigs announced yet, but can you tell us any more about what your touring plans might be like?
Not yet, but as much as possible. The idea is to just play as much as possible as everywhere we can. Hopefully do a few more festivals. We got to concentrate on making the record, obviously, but as much as we can play, we will play.
And do you have a vague date in mind where you really want to have this record out by?
I think it's September the 20th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting. That's really soon.
Yeah, it's like having a baby. We've actually got a date that we think it's going to be on, as opposed to we're going to release an album soon.
One day.
Exactly. So we've got a date for it. So
brilliant.
yeah,
We're just writing, aren't we? We're not stopping writing. I mean, there might even be a track that gets written the day that the last day we're in the studio. That's the exciting bit about it. It's just.
That's great. And like the kind of creative energy that you guys have got, are you finding that you just gel together hugely well with all that?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of everybody's good at what they do. So in theory, if you put people who are good at what they do in a room together, you should get something good out the other end. So I think that's the way that we work. We just work together and we listen to each other, and we try to write songs that people are going to like. We try to write songs that people are going to be able to sing along to and jump up and down and have a good time, and get a lighter and have a beer, and just like the good stuff. It's not deep music. It's about
it's fun.
A good time, and
it's a good collaboration as well. Everybody in the band. Andy has a massive part in songwriting alongside Bruce and myself, and Ben, the bass player.
Everybody does their thing.
It's
Everybody
a big
does
collaboration,
their job.
and I think that makes everyone happy. It's nice.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. It's been it's been a huge pleasure.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean, we'll see you at Steelhouse Festival.
Yeah,
fantastic. We'll see you there. We're going to go and eat some food now.
Enjoy that. I am highly jealous of you right now, if I'm honest. I have a bag of crisps, which is I've totally got my eye on. I'm thinking it's time to break out the emergency
We'll
crisps.
bring you some food.
You know what? If you do that, you can have my soul forever.
Right, okay. But that sounds like a good deal.
I think so.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.
I've got my eye on your crisps.
They got crisps. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.